Hello and welcome to Wisdom Trek. This is Guthrie Chamberlain and I'm your guide to wisdom and creating a living legacy. Thank you for joining us for our 7-day-a-week, 7 Minutes of Wisdom podcast. This is day 219 of our trek and we have invested the past 4 days on our trek up Transformation Mountain, and today will be our last trail to explore. I will emphasize again how important it is for us to have the proper mindset as we begin 2016. Today we will finish our 7th thought pattern to create a rich and satisfying life. Starting tomorrow, our trek will focus on setting our plans and goals for the new year. If you miss any of the days of our Wisdom Trek episodes, please go to wisdom-trek.com to listen to them and to read the daily journal. We are recording our podcast from our studios at Home 2 in Charlotte, North Carolina. We are back into our normal work routine with our map of goals, plans, and timelines set for the year. We do realize that there will be obstacles, detours, and challenges along our trek for 2016, but by having our map laid out, we will continue making the adjustments as needed. We are looking forward to this upcoming weekend as we will have all 5 of our kids, their spouses, and our 6 grandchildren in for our Christmas celebration here on Indian Trail. We strive to be as flexible as possible during the Christmas holidays so that the individual families can establish their own traditions while still being able to get together with our kids. For today, let's continue on our first Wisdom Trek for 2016 as we hike one final trail on the Mountain of Transformation. Changing the way you think through the renewing of your mind is the only way to obtain personal transformation in any area of your life. If you expect 2016 to be a better year than last, then it will only happen when you change how you think. On this final trail up Transformation Mountain today, we will explore how to be teachable so that you can learn and apply the lasting changes that you need in your life. This is a nugget of wisdom that is so important, especially in today's fast-paced, ever-changing world. Alvin Toffler put it this way: the illiterate of the 21st century will not be those who cannot read and write, but those who cannot learn, unlearn, and then relearn. Today, let us be teachable as we continue our exploration of the 7 thought patterns for a rich and satisfying life. So far, we've covered the thought patterns of trust, thankfulness, truth, timing, travail, and the tempter. Today, we will finish our first trek of 2016 as we explore how to be teachable. If you miss any of the first 4 days of our current trek, please listen to them or read the daily journal to learn the wisdom that's contained there. If you do not change your thought pattern through these 7 elements that we are exploring, you cannot expect your life to change. The other 6 elements that we explored are all based on this final one. To change, you must learn. To learn, you must be teachable. So let's explore how to be teachable. If you want your life to be transformed, you must fill your mind with the thoughts of obedience to the will of God. You must not have a rebellious or stubborn mind and refuse to submit to the will of God. You must be willing to submit to the ways and thoughts of God. You must be teachable and willing to learn from God. You must put away the thoughts of pride and self-sufficiency, which refuse to acknowledge the need for God's wisdom. When you allow your mind to receive the wisdom of God, your life will be transformed. If you examine many of the most highly regarded members of any field of study, one of the most consistent similarities in their personalities is their ability to constantly learn and then the desire to improve themselves in all areas of life. The ability to learn and the confidence that you can learn is the most powerful weapon that you have at your disposal during all stages of your life. Developing the humility required to be this way is the most solid foundation that you can lay to build a life that is rich and satisfying. So let's look at some points today that will help us to be teachable. First one is, you must learn to trust in the Lord for wisdom and understanding. Proverbs 3 verses 5 through 7. Trust in the Lord with all of your heart. Do not depend on your own understanding. Seek His will in all that you do, and He will show you which path to take. Don't be impressed with your own wisdom. Instead, fear the Lord and turn away from evil. The second point about being teachable that we want to look at today is, you must learn that God's thoughts are greater than we can imagine. Isaiah 55 verses 8 and 9. My thoughts are nothing like your thoughts, says the Lord, and my ways are far beyond anything you can imagine. Just as the heavens are higher than the earth, so my ways are higher than your ways, and my thoughts higher than your thoughts. The next point is, you must learn that there is always more to learn. Romans 12 verse 3. Because of the privilege and authority God has given me, I give each of you this warning. Don't think you are better than you really are. Be honest in your evaluation of yourself, measuring yourself by the faith God has given us. And the next point is, you must learn to be responsible for your work and conduct. Galatians chapter 6, verses 3 through 5. If you think you are too important to help someone else, you are only fooling yourself. You are not that important. Pay careful attention to your own work, for then you will get the satisfaction of a job well done, and you won't need to compare yourself to anyone else, for we are responsible for our own conduct. The next point is, you must learn that you can always gain more wisdom. Proverbs 26:12. There's more hope for fools than for people who think they are wise. And the last point today is, you must learn that God expects obedience over sacrifice. 1 Samuel chapter 15, verse 22. What is more pleasing to the Lord, your burnt offering and sacrifices, or your obedience to His voice? Listen, obedience is better than sacrifice, and submission is better than the offering of the fat of rams. We have now completed the trek up Transformation Mountain. We explored the concepts of trust, thankfulness, truth, timing, travail, the tempter, and being teachable. All of these segments are woven tightly together and become the very fabric of our lives. They are crucial for changing the way that we think and the renewing of our minds. If we apply these principles that we explored these last 5 days, we will change our lives by changing our thought patterns, and 2016 will be our best year ever. Tomorrow we will begin a new trek starting with the 6 important reasons why we should set goals. So encourage your family and friends to join us and then come along with us tomorrow for another day of Wisdom Trek, Creating a Legacy. That will finish our podcast for today. Remember to listen to your daily dose of wisdom each day at wisdom-trek.com or subscribe at iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, Stitcher, or any of the other social media platforms. And please share Wisdom Trek with your family and friends through email, Facebook, Twitter, or in person, and invite them to come along with us each day. The journal for today's trek can be found at wisdom-trek.com. Thank you so much for allowing me to be your guide, your mentor, but most importantly, your friend, as I serve you through the Wisdom Trek podcast and journal each day. As we take this trek together, let us always live abundantly, love unconditionally, listen intentionally, learn continuously, lend to others generously, lead with integrity, and leave a living legacy each day. This is Guthrie Chamberlain reminding you to keep moving forward, enjoy your journey, and then create a great day every day. See you tomorrow.